Hey guys, my name is Carol, and today I will be talking about Fly3z.com. For those of you who don't know what this is, it's an award availability tool or an award searching tool. This is basically what the website looks like. This is their homepage. It kind of gives you a small glance at what they offer. If you click over here, it talks about the plans that they offer. And then if you go back to the home page, there's a help and so on. In order to register, all you really need is an email address, a password, a first name and a last name, and a home airport. You will automatically then be registered for their 3 free day trial. It unfortunately is not a full access 3 day trial. However, they do offer a pretty decent amount of airlines. They offer United, Delta, Virgin, and Alaska. So, I mean, you can search all of those for free, which I thought was pretty cool because it kind of gives you a glance of what the website offers. I will now log in and show you guys a couple of the searches. Um, yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what the website looks like after logging in. As you can see, their interface is pretty basic. It doesn't really have much on it. It's simple, it's easy to read, which I thought was pretty cool. Over here, you'll notice that they do offer different types of offers. They switch to them off. Occasionally, it's 2 weeks. Currently, it's refer a friend and get 1 week free. To be honest, you guys, I've used this and I recommended this to my own coworkers, my team members. And then I actually received about a month and a half free. So it's pretty cool. Take advantage of it if you can. I mean, the weeks do add up and you do save, so why not? Over here, you'll notice that they basically tell you much you've, how long you've paid for. So currently, you can see that I'm paid until December 4th of 2015. So I have a payment coming up. Um, Over here, they have my trips, which I will talk about later. Right here is your basic account information. Over here, if you have any questions, you can click on that, you can message them, and so on. They offer a pretty cool lounge guide, which is actually free, so you don't have to be you don't have to purchase a plan in order to use it. So I'll just show you something really quick. Let's do my home airport, which is JFK, and then we'll just search that. So this is what it basically looks like, and then you can sort it or filter out over here by One World, Sky Team, whatever you prefer. So let's do Sky Team, for example, and then we can select, I don't know, let's do Delta Airlines. Sky Club at John F. Kennedy. You can see that it's at Terminal 3. It basically just gives you details. It's pretty cool. If you put your mouse over a certain icon, it usually tells you what it is. Oh yeah, right here. So it's showers are available for all lounge guests and so on. You can also click on details and it will actually link you to a third-party website, which is fine. It just gives you a little more of a detailed information. So yeah, this is all free. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Then let's go back to the home page. They also offer a bunch of tools. Most of these tools so far are third party, but I mean, they still work. And then they actually just recently got a timetable, which I thought was pretty cool. This is what it looks like. It is pretty useful when you're searching for a flight. Um, so yeah, and then let's go and I'll show you what the searches look like. So today we're going to do a pretty basic search. It's going to be one way. I'm going to do something simple. So we're going to do JFK to LHR. And then let's search for 2 seats. And then we're going to depart on, let's say, April 15th. So over here, you'll notice that it says exact date. If you click on that, you're actually able to select what you want to search. So you can either search exact date, you could either do plus or minus 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. Um, just because I am showing you guys how this works, we're gonna select 3 days. And then over here, you can select up to 6 airlines per search all at once. Um, so again, for the purposes of showing you guys, I will select six. So we're gonna do Air Canada, United, Qantas, Delta, Virgin Atlantic, and let's do Alaska. So now we're just gonna search. So basically, this is what the page looks like after you search. Up here you'll notice a banner, which is pretty colorful, which I thought was actually pretty nice looking. But you'll notice that it has so basically it starts off with Saver Economy. It has different cabins. So it's Saver Economy, All Economy, Saver Premium, and so on. It goes to Saver Business, Saver First. And then it basically preloads everything in here so you can switch off. However, it originally will show you Saver Economy. So sometimes what you'll see is that you'll search for a flight and then you'll notice that you'll get no results. But that's no results because there's no Saver Economy available. However, if you click on, for example, Saver Business, you'll have flights available. So you just have to play around with it. It's pretty cool because it kind of separates it by cabins. Um, so I thought that was pretty helpful. Over here, you guys will notice a loading bar. So at the moment, our search is at 72%. It has loaded 2,064 flights, which is quite a bit. And then it's going to increase obviously once it's at 100. But this is what it basically looks like. And then as you can see, flights are slowly increasing on each cabin um, as it continues to load. So for the purpose of award tickets, we're probably going to search for Saver Business or Saver First because that's that sounds pretty um, smart to do for something like an award ticket. So let's do Saver Business. So we're going to click on that, and obviously it's still loading. So we're going to keep that loading, and then I'll just explain some things in here in this box, which I thought were really useful. So then what you'll see is that you can either search for all flights, meaning it could be a multi-stop, it could be direct, it could be anything. Or you can filter it and then you could do either just direct, if there is a direct flight, which JFK to LHR obviously does have a direct flight. Um, Okay, so it's completely loaded, and this is what it looks like. So this is what I mentioned earlier, where it says, sorry, no matching results found. However, please notice that this is what got me confused in the beginning, and I was like, well, that's impossible. Um, Notice this banner of dates. So we did search plus or minus 3 days, so this gave us a whole week. So as you see, April 14th and 15th are not highlighted, these 2 days. Because they're not highlighted, that means there is no direct Saver Business ticket on this date. However, there is on the 12th, 13th, 16th, and so on. Now, just for example, if I click on Saver First, you can see that April 15th is highlighted. So it just means that on April 15th, there wasn't a Saver Business. So tickets are definitely available. It's just that particular one was not. So let's go back to Saver Business and let's go to April 13th. So this is basically going to show us a direct route from JFK to LHR. Obviously, as you can see, the flights are organized by travel time. So from shortest to longest, and so on. You can do one stop. So let's do one stop, for example. So now over here, you know how sometimes during a one stop you get, so we wanted a Saver Business. However, there is mixed cabins here, as you can see. So let's click on Qantas as an example. So as you can see, Qantas found American Airlines and in business from JFK to Manchester. However, from Manchester to London, it's an economy class. So say your customer or you don't want an economy class, you can actually filter this out. So you can click on no mixed cabins, and then the search will automatically show you a no mixed cabin, fully business, no matter how many stops, even if you do two. It's going to be all business class or whatever you prefer. So not this date, but let's do April 12th, for example. So it's going to be all in business. Also, notice how this is United. Although United, even though it's United, it found Polish and then it found Austrian Air. So you can kind of open it up and play around and see which airlines are flying and so on. So since we are here, I will explain to you this little area over here. So if you guys notice on all flights, there's these little icons. These little icons are really helpful. They basically tell you the tax and mileage information for each flight. So as you could see, if you just put your mouse over it, this flight is 70,000 miles. Oh, yeah, 70,000 miles, and then it's $50.30 in taxes. So then you can see that for most flights, um, all flights are going to have the mileage information. Not all are going to have the tax. Um, so pay attention to that part too. And then over here, they have a little chart which basically explains their the logos. So most airlines use Saver Award, Medium Award, and a Full Award. Now, of course, we mainly want to look for Saver, but this is what mainly all airlines use. Saver Medium and Medium Full is mainly used by Delta, and you'll see it in your searches. So just to keep in mind, it is over here, the chart, just to explain what it is. Okay, now let's go back to all flights and let's do mixed cabins, just so I can show you a couple other things. So then, okay, so over here we searched for all 6 airlines. So let's say that I only want to search for Qantas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click over here and I'll search for Qantas, and then it'll basically just give me anything that's available in Qantas. So it's going to be either Saver Economy, whatever I prefer. So as you can see, there's 95 flights in Saver Economy, there's 42 in Premium, 17 in Saver Business, and so on. Now, if I want, I don't know, all again, I can just click on all, and then we'll select all. If I want none, same thing. Or you can select whichever ones you want. For example, let's do Air Canada and Delta. So you can play around. They're already preloaded, so it's just really basic and easy and simple. What I did forget to mention earlier is that if you click on details, let's do, I'm going to add Virgin Atlantic. And actually, I'm just going to search for Virgin Atlantic. Let's do that. If you click on the details of the flight, you will notice that you can actually see the seat maps. So if you click on that, it does link you to a third-party website, but it has the plane in here, and it tells you which seat you can select or which seats are available in first, business, or so on. This one is a flatbed, so that's pretty awesome. I would want to fly in a flatbed, you know, relax, why not? So yeah, just a little tip that I forgot to mention earlier. So that's pretty helpful as well. You can kind of see where, what kind of plane you're looking at, you know, what kind of seats you're looking at, and so on. So yeah, and then if you guys do end up liking a flight, for example, let's pick this one. So it looks like it's a direct flight in business. Let's look at the seat map. It looks like it's a flatbed, I believe. Yes, I love that. Okay, so let's say I do love the flight. It fits my everything. I love it. So what I could do is I could add it to my trips, and then the flight has been added to my favorites. So then what I'll do after is I will go into the menu, and over here you'll see that I have one in my trips. So if I click on that, it will load my trips, and then you'll see that the flight is saved. So you could either send it to a friend, a coworker, whoever, or you could even save for yourself. And if you're saving a lot, what you could do to separate them and to so you won't get confused is you can actually add a name. So for example, let's say this is for myself. So I'm going to save that under Carol, and I'll save that. And then you'll see that the trip or the flight is saved under Carol. And if I click on it, it'll open up my flight, and it'll just preload it, and I'll have it here. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It's pretty decent to save flights, you know. But yeah, so now what we can do is let's actually go to our search history over here. So this will save information up to 7 days. And then it basically just shows you your history. So I'm going to search for the last one that I did with you guys. So I'll click on JFK to LHR, and it will bring up the flight again. So it's already loaded since we just looked for it. So let's say I wanted to change the date. Let's say I wanted to move it for a couple days. So what I could do is, instead of clicking the home button or the search flight button again, I could just click back. And what that's going to allow is all the fields are going to be already marked in. So basically whatever I typed in earlier is going to be in there. So then all I'm going to have to do is change the date and then select the airlines that I want. If I want to change the seats, that's fine, or whatever, but it's already in there, which makes it easier because you don't have to type it in again. So yeah, this is basically the kind of an overview of a basic search. I hope you guys liked it. I will post some more videos talking about nearby airports and round trips and other options this tool offers. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.